It wasn't enough when President Trump mocked a disabled reporter. It wasn't enough when he pardoned thousands of, in some cases, very violent January 6th rioters. It wasn't enough when he said that he doesn't like people who get captured as prisoners of war because they're essentially suckers and losers. It wasn't enough when he called American cities and foreign countries words I can't say from the well. It wasn't enough when the Access Hollywood tape he said, grab women by the you-know-what. It wasn't enough when he appointed a wrestling superstar to the Department of Education to unconstitutionally dismantle it, notwithstanding all the federal money that supposedly we care about at the state level that comes to the states. You want to talk about a special session for tort reform? Let's talk about a special session to restore lost tens of billions of dollars in the event that the federal government gets its way right now and cuts off all manner of contracts and funding to the states. I sincerely believe, and I wish I weren't in a position to have to say this, that the Republican Party and the American people are not going to wake up until there is a trauma, a tragedy in this country that is way worse than COVID. You thought 1 million people dying was bad? Until people's pocketbooks are hit, not just marginally by tariffs, but dramatically, if we enter another big recession, if all of the veterans who, some of whom voted for President Trump, lose their jobs, lose their access to health care, the pain level is going to have to increase exponentially until we finally believe what the chaplain said this morning from the dais, which is that your words become your actions, become your habits, become your character, until we finally see materialize that his profound malignant narcissism that has been on display for decades is going to translate into me-centered policies that enrich billionaires and oligarchs at the expense of everybody that Trump couldn't give less of a whatever about. It's going to take that level of pain before this country gets to a point where it says we cannot indulge this illusion that this self-made billionaire who actually got money from daddy and has stepped on every contractor and person who's ever gotten in his way is actually not here to help you.